So today we're going to make some tomato ketchup, and I've been thinking of ways to use the glut of tomatoes, which is going to be something that we use all the time, something that we'd normally buy. So why not make it, if I've got the ingredients out of the garden for the most part, to make my own. So I had a look around at a few recipes and I've kind of mixed and matched a couple to come up with my own, which I think is going to be really nice. So what we've got is a kilo of tomatoes out the greenhouse, some basil out the greenhouse, chilli out the greenhouse, bay leaf fresh off the tree in the garden, garlic, small but fresh out the garden, 2 onions, these aren't out the garden, I wish they were, celery, again, I wish it was out the garden but it's not, and some ginger. So they're all your fresh ingredients. And then there's 2 tins of plum tomatoes, some red wine vinegar, coriander seeds, cloves, cracked black pepper, sea salt, and some light soft brown sugar. Then you'll need a couple of bottles to put them in, a large heavy base pan to cook everything in, scales to weigh everything out, steam it, sterilise everything, another pan to sieve everything into, so your sieves and your funnel to get everything into your bowl, and a blender. So right, I'll get all the ingredients chopped up and we will come back. Right, so that's all the vegetables chopped and everything weighed out and prepared, there or thereabouts, apart from like the herbs. So first things first is to get all your vegetables into a pan. Onions, celery, garlic, ginger, chili pepper, just leaving out herbs. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, and 2 2 teaspoons of cloves, 2 teaspoons worth of cracked black pepper, and the same of sea salt, and one thing I forgot to mention before was the olive oil. So I'm going to use 60 ml of olive oil. And we'll get some heat going. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cook this over a low heat to start and get things softened up, and give it a good mix up of the olive oil, cooking all the veg. So I'm going to leave that for about 5 minutes and then we'll come back. Right, so we've got a bit of heat going in there now, so I've turned the heat down to low, give it a stir. I'm going to leave that for about 10 or 15 minutes, just giving it a stir every now and again until the vegetables have softened up a bit. Right, so those are now softened nicely, so we'll get the tomatoes added. Tin tomatoes. and 150 ml of water. Give this a good stir. Now let's add bay leaves, which I've just roughly torn. Stir that in. And I'm also going to add half of a basil for the minute. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bring this to the boil, and then once it's brought to the boil we're going to turn the heat back down and we're going to simmer until the amount of liquid is reduced by half. So we'll whack the heat up on that and we'll come back and have a look when it's boiling. Right, that's boiling nicely now. We're going to turn the heat down a bit and we're going to leave that to reduce by about half. I'm going to check it about every half an hour. And when it's down to half, we'll come back and we'll have a look at what we're going to do next. Right, so this is just about down by half now, so I'm getting the steamer on. And in the steamer, I've got the bottles. I'm going to put the ketchup in. Right, and if you live in the UK, the cheapest place that we've found for them is Wilkinson's, where you get 6 for £8. Or you can do what I do and buy bottles of Gulch and keep the bottles to reuse. So you get a nice refreshing beer after a long hard day at work and some bottles to use. And I've also got in the steamer the funnel I'm going to use to get the sauce into the bottles. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to blend all this lot. Turn the heat off for a minute. Start spooning this all back. I don't think I'll get it all in. It's going to be a messy job. I didn't get it all in actually, looking at it. I'm also going to throw in the rest of the basil. Now give this a good mix up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put it through a sieve twice and then into a clean pan to reduce down a bit more. I'll get the rest of this done and then we'll come back. Right, that's it all through there once now. Now let's get it through a second time. This time into the pan we're going to use. Get the rest of this through. Right, there we go. Got all that sipped through. So we've got it back on the heat now in a clean pan. We're now going to add the red wine vinegar and the sugar. Give it a good stir. And then we're going to bring that to the boil and then we'll simmer it again till it reduces till we've got the right consistency. Right, this is thickened up nicely now. It's time to get the bottles out of the steamer. Turn the heat off that. Also a funnel. Bottles out first. Careful it's hot. Put that one there. Start spilling it in. Wipe the edge clean. And seal. Excellent. Full one in there, but should still seal okay. Should your edges clean. seal. Now they should store for 6 months, maybe even a bit longer because everything's hot. But because I've never done it before, I'm going to put a best before sticker on for 6 months. Right, there you go. Homemade tomato ketchup using fresh tomatoes out of the greenhouse.